Hello everybody and welcome to the channel. My name is Wapo, aka Nemo, aka Nemo Hose, and today you guys, we are going to be doing our first impressions, first look at Dofus Touch. Where's it at? There it is, right there, Dofus Touch. They're doing a global relaunch for the game. Now the game has been around since I think 2007, 2008 is when it first started. So I'm going to give you guys my first impressions. I played this game back when it first was released back in high school. My goodness, I graduated in 2009. So the game's been out for about 20 years now. So I played it pretty heavily for about a year and a half, and then I took a long break from the game. But it's nice to see that there's a lot of things that are very familiar as far as the UI in the game. So I'm really excited. I'm really excited that they're doing a global relaunch, trying to target more of the English market. So if you guys are new to the channel, if you guys do play Dofus Touch, make sure you guys drop a follow and subscribe to the channel for more content to cover Dofus Touch. If this video gets to 1,000 views, I will be starting a brand new YouTube channel exclusively for Dofus Touch. So make sure you guys share this video, drop a like, comment what you guys think. Let's get right into it. Now, if we take a look at some of the servers that are available to us, we have the global ones. I believe this is just like a little global symbol. We got French and Spanish. So some of these are going to be accessible. I don't know if it's because they're full or because it looks like these are restricted. So you may or may not need like an invitation. I'm not quite sure how it works. If you guys are more familiar with how the servers work and why some of these say restricted and why some of them say accessible, let me know in the comments down below. But as of now, it looks like we have these two here. It looks like the global ones are going to be the ones that we are going to want to go with if you're an English speaker. Now, there's a brand new server that's going to be released on April 2nd. So keep an eye out for that. Brand new servers are a really good thing. It just means that everyone's going to get to start from scratch. So I'm really excited to see what that means. Again, I'm brand new. It feels like I'm, I basically am brand new to the game again. So I went ahead with the Grandapon for now. So I have about 2 characters in there. So let's go ahead and click this one. And then we're going to jump right into some of the characters that I've made so far. So I have a Craw and a SRAM. The SRAM is just near and dear to my heart. These are the only 2 classes that I ever really played around with. I've played around with the Sedita back in the day, but the SRAM class was the class that I think I got up to level 175. This was years ago. So this is me basically starting from scratch. So it's really exciting. Now, if you go and create a new character, there's about 15 different classes in the game. Just really depends on your play style. There's a handful of videos out on YouTube right now that talk about the different classes and which one is the right one for you. So there's something for everybody. And one thing that I want to talk about is I haven't played through all the classes, but I assume that no 2 classes really do feel the same. Every class has its specific niche and things that it can do. You got some healers, you got some bruisers, you got some that can do it all, kind of like the panda from what I've heard. But there's something for everybody. So that's something that's really cool about the game is if you get tired with one class, I don't think there's a limit to how many classes you can have on one particular server. So yeah, so let's go back to one of my classes here. So we're gonna just go with the Craw because it's level 22. And one of the cool things I like about this game is there's no loading screens. And I know it's a small thing, but the game, I've experienced a couple crashes in the very beginning. But that's okay because you're able to log back in and just pick up right where you left off. So, and if at any point you get kind of sick of whatever class you're playing, you could just go to this little guy here. Where is he at on the map? This is a little map down here, this little icon. You can go ahead and stretch out this map by dragging and dropping this. And then you just got to go to this little portal thing. If you click on it, it'll tell you exactly what the coordinates are. So, in case you get lost, the coordinates are going to be in the top left-hand corner most of the time. But go to this little guy right here with the hat, the sorcerer, and then he's going to tell you if you want to change your class, and it'll just basically allow you to change your class. I think you only are allowed to do that up to level 40, so that's kind of cool if you want to kind of play around with some classes and see what really suits your play style. Let's jump into some combat. So in Dofus, there's going to be certain, every part of the map whenever you're going to go and farm something, whether it's up here, like it doesn't really matter where you go on the map. If you click on it, it'll actually tell you what level is recommended for this particular section. So if we click up here, level 50, you're going to find enemies that are level 50. I'm definitely not ready to go there just yet. Level 60 up here, level 25. So this is kind of like the safe spot for me. If I'm going to be fighting any type of enemies, I kind of want to stay in this little general region because that's where my level is. But when you get to the area that you want to start farming, you know, and start killing enemies to get XP and gear and all that kind of stuff, you really I like how it tells you that, you know, big red flag, like, hey, this is intended for level 71 because there's 3 enemies that are all level 20, 25, and 26. So they add it all up together. It's going to give you a good chunk of XP. But one of the things about this game, and I think it's really cool, is it really encourages to find players to farm with and play with, you know, whether it's running dungeons or just farming XP, you know, anywhere on the map. So we're gonna go ahead and hit this little peewee here. This is level 20. This is right around the level that I want to be attacking. So we're gonna hit it. And the way the combat system works, if you've ever played games like Advanced Wars or Fire Emblem or even Final Fantasy, it's turn-based and they have these little cells on this grid here. So I'm in the red spots. I can start the match anywhere on the map here, but because I'm a ranged character, I'm gonna go ahead and try to start as far away from as far as possible from this little guy, because he's gonna try to get up close to me and hit me. So my job is to keep my distance and do my thing. So we're gonna hit ready. So it looks like the peewee is going to go down first. That's one cool thing I like about this game also, is it actually tells you who's next in line. And this little yellow orange bar that's going up is going to be the turn meter basically. So I have that much time to do my attacks. So we're going to start off by buffing ourselves before we actually get going. So this is going to give us that's going to reduce AP and AP. Okay, so one thing I want to talk about before I jump ahead, I'm a little all over the place right here, but there's action points and movement points. So I just used 2 action points. Now I'm gonna hit this little bird with that. So I went ahead and buffed myself with this spell right here. That gave me +1 range, +5% critical hit, and then +60 power and +30 power for 2 turns. So basically every one of my spells is going to hit a little bit harder. So that's going to push him back a little bit. That allows me to actually move. So you can use your movement points before or after you decide to do your actual abilities that are going to do some damage. So we're going to move over to the side a little bit just so we can kind of keep our distance. And we're going to go ahead and summon this little doppel here. This isn't going to do any damage to him, but it is going to distract him. So hopefully he goes to the doppel. No, he didn't. I think I have to get a little bit further away. So we're going to line him up. We're going to just move to this little square, and then we can either hover, we can either drag and drop the ability on him, or you could just click it and then click down here, or you can click the ability and then click on the actual enemy itself. So my favorite thing to do is to have this little bar right up here, right next to it, so I could just do this nice and easy. I'll do it twice, and then hopefully he bleeds out. That arrow is going to do some bleed damage, so we're going to end our turn. So there you go. He takes -7 once he takes his turn, and then this should finish him off right here. Yep, looks like I got to do one more. That should do it. We're going to move back a little bit, and then he should be able to bleed out once we end our turn. So there you go. So unfortunately, we didn't get to do this challenge here. Every time you do a fight, there's going to be some challenges. So it says right here, use all available MP movement points each turn and avoid being locked for the duration of the fight. So I guess there was a moment there in that fight that I didn't use all my movement points, so I didn't get this challenge. And most of the times when you do this challenge, well, every time you do one of these challenges when you're doing a fight, it's going to give you extra XP and extra loot. So I would have got an extra 40% XP, extra 40% loot. I strongly advise you guys, if you can, to do all the challenges anytime you get into a fight. Now, there's a lot that we can cover in this game, but this would be like an hour-long video if I did like a whole guide as far as like what to do in the early game. I still don't know what I'm doing, you know. I like a lot of it's familiar, which is great because a lot of it just it's bringing a lot of nostalgia to me. But I'm still a noob. I still don't know what the heck I'm doing. I do have a good sense of what abilities are going to do the most damage. So for now, I've been putting all of my points into intelligence because this fire spell that I have here, this burning arrow, is going to be is basically what I'm spamming at the moment. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to invest all of my points, all of my characteristic points into the fire, which is intelligence. So there's 4 different elements in the game. You have strength, You also have you have strength, which is going to increase the earth damage. You have intelligence, which is going to increase fire damage. You have chance, which is going to increase water damage. And then you have agility down here, which is going to increase your air damage. The wonderful world of 12, man. I'm just so excited that the game is back. It's a global relaunch. There's just so much to do in the game. There's crafting, there's professions. You can add your friends and make sure that you guys go and do that. The game is so much more fun when you add your friends. There's also a way to make currency. Commerce is the main currency in the game. That's how you're going to be able to buy most of your stuff. Now, one of the things that I really love about this game, and I'm really excited to dabble into, is the merchant system. There's an incredibly immersive merchant system in the game where you can buy and sell things, to make commas. So I'm really looking forward to, diving into a couple of professions. There's some synergy professions. So I'm really, really looking forward to that as well. At the end of the day, guys, me being so brand new, I'm just excited to explore. I'm excited to get to know the game, to fall back in love with the game. This isn't like a guide as far as how to play. This is just a first impressions video. So if you guys haven't downloaded the game, make sure you guys go and just check it out, please. It's a fun experience. It's chill. There you guys have it. That's my first impression. It could have been a lot more in-depth, but I didn't want to make a 30-minute long video. Just wanted to kind of give you guys my impressions, coming back to the game as a player that used to play this game and loved it. And then now that it's got a global relaunch, I hope that we can reach more of an English audience and take over this new server, baby. Let's do it. So there you guys have it. You guys did enjoy. Make sure you guys like it. Share the video as well, because if this video gets 1,000 views, then I will be starting a brand new YouTube channel specifically for Dofus. Thank you guys for watching, and catch you guys in the next one.